Hey guys, today I'm going to be giving you a tutorial of the basics of Scratch. So this is Scratch interface, as you can see. So I'm going to be telling you all about it. This is the costume tab, this is the code tab, these are all the categories of code, also known as the block palette. We have all these categories. This is the sound editor, and this is the menu bar. Yeah, we have all these things in the menu bar. And we have these three icons. It changes the size of the stage. And this is our sprite. And this is the stage where everything is being performed. And this is where all the sprites are going to be shown. And on top of it is the information of the sprite we've clicked. We've selected. So, yeah. We have the X and Y plane, whether it's shown or not, its size, its direction, and its name. Okay, you can also zoom in, you can also zoom out. I like to zoom in. Can adjust it however you like. Okay, onto the blocks. So, motion, like these blocks in Scratch are used to move or turn sprites. Basically, they are used to control the sprite's movement, and motion blocks enable the students to move their sprite or character around the stage. This type of block is used to control the sprite's movement, and they can only be used for sprites and not backdrops, because the backdrops don't have movements. And now the looks. This script blocks under the looks category control the visual appearance of your character. Like, these functions allow you to change your sprite's costume, have your sprite say or think a message, cycle through color effects, change the size, show and hide the sprite, which is really important, and raise or lower the sprite's layer. So basically in looks, there are blocks related to appearance. Sounds. The sound block in Scratch enables you to control sounds in the Scratch project. The blocks are used for adding and controlling the sounds of sprites or backdrops. So basically, summary of sound is like it is used to control the sound or the noise or the music, whatever you call it. In Scratch, an event is a specific action or occurrence that triggers a script or set of scripts to run. It can be any user input, such as clicking a sprite, pressing a key on the keyboard, or when a certain condition is met. Events are used to make programs more interactive and dynamic. Control blocks. Oh my god. Control blocks control the order that blocks run in, including decisions and loops. The wait block delays for a number of seconds before running the next block. And the wait block is really important. The next block. And the wait block is really important. Sensing blocks. Sensing blocks are used to identify and measure how objects within a project are interacting with each other or to detect certain keyboard and mouse movements. The operator blocks are used to compare variables and values, do calculation with numbers, and work with strings. Text, basically. Variables. Variables, in simple terms, is like a storage container that holds a value that can be modified or retrieved by your program. In Scratch, variables can be used to store data, such as numbers, strings, or Boolean values, and can be accessed from any sprite in your project. And lists. Lists in Scratch. So this is a feature used to store multiple values at once. So, my blocks. My blocks allow you to create new blocks per sprite. You give the block a name and then define what the new block does using other Scratch blocks. You can use your new block in any script on the sprite that owns the block. Then I gave you a detailed overview about these categories, let's start to make something. So hover over to the corner, you'll see this cat, and you can choose it, you can paint it, you can get a surprise one. Let's get this one. Surprise me. I got a scarf. Okay. You can also upload it. I'm gonna choose this one. Let's pick a ballerina. Perfect. Let's delete Scratch Cat. Yay! Now, if you have listened very carefully to what I said, you know that in the events there is when the green flag is clicked. So, when this flag is clicked, when the project starts, then let's go to looks, to set the size to, how about 200? Perfect. And to set the position, where should we go? I'll give you 5 seconds. If you said motion, you are correct. Good job. You're a great listener. So, we're gonna go to X0 and Y0. Let's see how that looks. Perfect. That's the center of the stage. Always remember the center of the stage is X0 and Y0. Now we want it, when we click it, the ballerina does a quick animation because it has these costumes. I want to make it go like this. And I maybe click it and go back to this form. So go to the events. When this sprite is clicked, looks, switch costume to ballerina A, switch costume, you can duplicate it, switch costume to ballerina B, switch costume to ballerina C, switch costume to ballerina D. Let's see how that works. That is too quick. If you thought that didn't happen and there's an error, there is an error in your Scratch project, but it did happen in a millisecond or even less than that. So add a wait command by going to the controls, and we want it but first let's switch the costume to ballerina A at the start. And let's duplicate it and ballerina A after that. Okay. That's great. Let's try it again. Yay, we did it, but it looks like it looks a little boring. Let's add a sound to make it more interactive. Let's start sound pop. So, and let's set the volume to, no, when the green flag is clicked, let's set the volume to 200. Is that even possible? Let's see. That's a little bit louder, but let's just do 100. 100. Okay, so now we have this. This is so cute, but the background is looking a little plain because it's white. So hover over to this stage. You can see the motion. There's no motion, as I said. Hover over to this frame kind of icon. You can choose a backdrop, you can paint one, you can get a surprise one, and you can upload one. I'm gonna choose the backdrop, and let's make her in her bedroom. Perfect. Let's put this. Perfect. Guys, I hope you like this tutorial. I spent a lot of time editing. Guys, I hope you guys like this tutorial, and I hope you learned something new about it. I was making tutorials they were a little advanced, so I thought maybe I should make a beginner tutorial for all the beginners. because why not? So, I hope you guys learned something. I tried my best explaining, but if you have any concerns, please let me know in the comment section. And smash that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you get notified every time I post. See you guys later. Goodbye.